Good day, everyone. So excited to see you for this edition of Let's Talk Networking. I am so excited to have Kimberley Day with me today. Today. Woo! Sorry, that sounds so awesome. Does anyone else say that? Just me? It's me. Today we are going to be talking about influence. If you're someone interested in writing books, the Kim Day is the person for you. And so just welcome, Kim. Great to have you here.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Terilee. It's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Always a pleasure to chat with you. I would love to talk or introduce you to Kim a little bit more formally. So Kim Day is an award-winning author of Write and Grow Rich, How to Use Your Book, there it is, to supersize your brand, your business, and your bank account. Kim helps coaches, consultants, and service-based entrepreneurs overcome the daily struggle of finding their next client, stand out from the crowd in their industry, and increase visibility, credibility, and authority by publishing a book. And that is the crux of what you do, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it is my signature program. So not just my book, but also my signature program where I teach high achieving coaches, course creators, speakers, how to use a book as a marketing tool to really to up level your branding, position yourself as that go-to expert in your space, and not just attract more clients, but more of the right clients into your business by, getting clarity on your messaging and then putting and packaging that all into a client attracting book, which is super exciting.
It is super exciting. There are a lot of people that are wanting to do this right now. If I could ask you a question, are you ready? It's a question I didn't tell I was going to ask, but what is one thing about you that you think most people probably don't know that you'd like to share?
Well, most people that meet me these days have no idea that for over 13 years, I was a financial advisor. So, which is kind of crazy that I went from financial advisor to book coach. So if you are stuck in a career that you don't love and you're looking to make a change and you have skills that you think you could offer, don't be afraid to take a leap of faith and jump into a new career. That would be something that I would highly advise. I went from, struggling financial advisor, working in a competitive and highly saturated market where people are skeptical because nobody wants to talk about money because we were told it was not right and it was taboo to talk about money. And now I'm in an industry where I get to hop on calls like this, talk and speak and share this exciting strategy with people. And most people that get on calls with me now are not like, oh, do I need to buy your life insurance? They're like, yay, I'm writing a book. Right. So conversations are much different these days.
How different and how cool. And thanks for empowering our friends that are sitting there struggling right now. So that is awesome. Yeah. I think we all want to be like you when we grow up. Tell me, we're going to talk a little bit about being an influential entrepreneur. What does that mean to be an influential entrepreneur? I'd love to hear your definition.
Yeah, well, why be an entrepreneur or influential entrepreneur? There's many reasons, right, Terilee? As an influential entrepreneur, you can really create change and make an impact, not only in the lives of your clients, but in your business, in your industry, in your community. And if you have big enough dreams, you can make a difference and change in the world. But it all starts with being someone of influence and being able to be pursued for your expertise and your reputation as a leader. And most importantly, your status as an influential entrepreneur is something that gives you the ability to create success for yourself, both on a personal and a business level. And of course, influence comes in so many shapes and forms, right? So, as a networking expert, you are at the leader and the helm of your networking organization, leading with influence and teaching other entrepreneurs how to be influential in the space of networking. And I'm using the book publishing as a kind of my signature sauce for how to create that level of expertise in your business. But really speaking, doing podcasting, there are so many ways to position yourself as an influencer. This just happens to be one of them.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, we have some awesome people with us today, and Michelle Atkins is here. She loves the new banner on the screen. We were talking about this banner. Kim wants to know if we can get one on the top. So that'll be the next challenge. That'll be the next challenge. If anyone wants to know, this is on Canva. This one.
That's awesome. So I'm so making one.
Yes, that's right. Let's all go make one. I think being an influential entrepreneur and having the opportunity to make a bigger impact in the world is huge. And I happen to think there's so many people that would love to do that. So thank you for sharing your expertise on this. I know that there are 3 keys that you believe help you get started to be an influential entrepreneur. So can you talk to us about number 1, being the expert?
Absolutely. And in fact, this is part of a bigger post that I have about 10 steps to becoming an influential entrepreneur. But of course, to give some really value packed information right now and some steps that somebody can take immediately. We've shortened it down to 3, but I will share with everyone how to get those other 7 steps at the end of this interview. So step number 1 for me, become the expert, is really, influencers are experts. Would you not agree, Terilee? Yeah. So if you want to be influential, the first thing you need to do is you need to be keeping up with the latest developments that are happening in your industry. And you need to know your craft inside and out. People need to perceive you as the expert. So some of the things I suggest to people, like right away, that you can do just to kind of up level your expertise in your industry, if you're not already doing it, because I'm sure a lot of people are doing this anyways, and it might seem like an obvious clue, but the more you study your craft and study your industry, the easier it is to speak to the problems of your potential clients, right? So read trade magazines and industry publications, follow blogs, take classes, invest in mentorship or coaching, and really adopt that kind of whatever it takes attitude to be at the top of your game. And what I want to know, and if you're watching right now, I know Lachelle is, what was the last thing that you did, if you're watching, to invest in yourself to becoming the expert in your business? So type it in the comments or in the chat below. Terilee and I would love to know, and maybe you'll inspire somebody else who's watching. One of the biggest ones that I do, my thing is, I'm not going to be shocking, is I read a lot of books. So I follow the experts in my industry. I consume their books, and then I take that back to my community with inspiring ideas, which also up levels me as the expert in my community. So that's number 1.
Awesome.
Be the expert.
Yeah, be the expert. So Lachelle says she's always buying books.
Yes, love.
Do you know what I find important is just even pouring into myself and my own mindset on that I am the expert, and it's okay to be the expert, and that I'm good enough to be the expert. I think that a lot of times we will let those voices in our head say, "Oh, who are you to be the one?" But we are the one. We are the one, right?
Absolutely. And a mentor once told me that your life is your PhD, right? So if you've overcome a problem, a lot of people get into business because they've overcome some sort of a challenge themselves. Like for me, I wrote and published my first book, The Financial Fitness Playbook, which transformed my finance business, which made me want to go and help other people do the same thing for their businesses. And a lot of people do this in the health industry, health and fitness, where they've lost some weight and now they're passionate about helping other people. So you are the expert if you've overcome the problem, and your life has been the PhD that's led you exactly to where you are right now. And trust me, people are not looking for just someone like you. People are looking for you, and they desperately want your help. So go and position yourself out there, get visible, and let people find you and hire you to help them.
Awesome. That is so true. So true. Okay, let's talk about the second key, and that is build community and get into other people's community. Let's talk about community, one of my favorite things.
I know, right? And you have an amazing community, and you cannot be influential if nobody knows where you are or how to find you. So, not only do you want to build your own community, and you can do that inside of not necessarily a networking platform like you've done, Terilee. You don't have to have a massive platform to be able to build community. You can do it inside a LinkedIn group or a Facebook group. Where you invite people in to join you on a journey in whatever skill set or expertise that you're teaching within that community. But not only should you be in your own and building your own community where you're the teacher at the front of the room and positioned as the expert, but you want to go and connect to other people's communities. So just like I'm a part of Terilee's virtual team referral network, there are other communities out there that you can go and join. Your Facebook groups where your industry hangs out, or where people in that are collaborative or power partners are creating and sharing great content. So go and join them and then get active in them. Don't just join and be a cricket, right? Go to trade shows or online summits and meet people there and talk to them. And if you're a blog reader, don't just simply read the blogs, leave comments and follow the author on their social media platforms. The idea is that you want to engage and you want to build relationships, because relationships equal connection and connection equals currency. So these are how you then finally shorten that, that cycle of know, like, and trust, where people start to get to know you. They understand your personality, what it might be like to work with you. And then don't just keep all of the stuff that you learn to yourself. Bring it back again to your community where you're sharing relevant articles and posts on social media and in your communities. So again, you're positioning yourself as that go-to expert that's always bringing valuable information back to the community.
So good. So good. So Michelle says she loves this technique of getting involved with other people's community.
Yes, I love it. I call it OPP. I always sing the song. Who's down with OPP? Yeah, you're getting on other people's platforms and in front of other people's audiences is a really great way to exponentially grow your visibility in your audience. So
absolutely. I love the OPP. Awesome. So let's talk about the third one, and this one that we both love, and it's become an author. Let's talk about becoming an author.
Yes, the third one, become an author and publish your very own influence positioning book. Of course, it's my favorite way to up the ante in your journey and your quest to becoming an influential entrepreneur. But if you are already blogging and writing articles and posting on social media, maybe it's time to take it up a step, right? And give your audience a bigger piece of your knowledge that they'll never get from just reading one-off blog posts and social media, where Facebook is only showing you 1 out of 10 posts. And you can take all of this important knowledge and expertise that you've been gathering over the years and that you teach your clients and accumulate them and write them and repurpose them and repackage them into that book that can help to boost your income, increase your income, your influence, and your impact exponentially. So maybe it's time to attract more of an audience and take your influence building skills to the next level by writing and publishing your very own influence positioning book.
I think it's important that everyone in business has a book. Don't you agree?
I do. And you have a book too, Terilee, right?
Of course. I love how you show yours. I keep mine right here too.
Yeah. Show everybody.
We have to.
Networking. It's how Terilee positions herself as the influential entrepreneur and the networking expert that she is. So that instant package of positioning yourself as an expert, because when the saying is true, right? That people believe you when you tell them you wrote the book on it. So
yes.
It's a powerful way to up the ante and shorten the sales cycle and really build know, like, and trust faster and more effectively.
So everyone, if you have not met Kimberly Day through my network before, I'm so excited for you to meet her, because she is one of the most positive people, one of the most amazing speakers and trainers that I know. And so I want to invite you to dive deeper into her world. So now, Kim, how can people stay in touch with you? How can they find you? Do you have anything special you'd like to share with them?
I do. I actually have 3 gifts for
Okay.
anybody listening right now, whether live or on the replay. And it's as easy as one click away. All you need to do is hang out in the From Zero to Marketing Hero group, which is where I give not only strategies on how to use a book to up-level your influence, but as I mentioned, those 7 other steps to becoming an influential entrepreneur, you'll find them in that marketing group. You will also find a 10-step guide to plan and write a business building, client attracting book. And it's actually a 20-page workbook, which has space to fill in all your answers. It's me instructing you through the 10 steps on how to get it filled out. So you actually hold in your hand at the end of it the blueprint to getting your book out of your head and into your hands in 90 days or less. So I'm happy to give that 20-page workbook away to anybody who pops into the group. And as well, next week, I am hosting a 5-day, completely free video training series called the Become a Best-Selling Author adventure, which is really, let's just be honest, it's kind of like a Facebook challenge, which are very popular right now. But who needs any more challenges in their life, right? So this instead, I'm positioning it as a fun adventure where we're going to come along. There's going to be prizes. We're going to play. We're going to engage. And it's totally free. It's all next week. All you need to do is hop into the Facebook group to be able to participate in that and maybe get inspired to take your book to the next level or get it started in the first place.
We're getting some comments. You're getting some love. I got some love. Thank you. We love that. We love that. Now, for everyone, for those amazing 3 gifts that Kim offered, the link for the group is already here in the post. So go look above in the post. You'll be able to find it. I invite you to connect with her. You will be so glad you did. If you're someone else that's in the business of helping people grow their business in different ways, Kim is an amazing power partner for you to build a relationship and collaborate with. So, and I know she would love to build more amazing collaborative relationships to be able to help more business owners out there to grow their business. So is there anything you'd love to say for the good of the order before we sign off today, my dear?
I just want to thank you again for being here. And I completely forgot, like, as you mentioned, anybody who's in the marketing space, I'd love to connect and see how we might collaborate together to grow our businesses side by side, because it's always better together.
It is always better together. So my pleasure to have you here today. For our audience at Let's Talk Networking, look forward to seeing you again next time, very soon on screen. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Kim. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.